Hey YouTube, today's actually my dad's birthday, August 22nd, 2024. And this is Tank F, which is a little 5-gallon, what was and still is a frog tank. It's a tadpole tank that's been going through this year. I've been very surprised at how slowly they're developing, but there are also white cloud minnows in here. But just looking at this tank for a minute, I realized it's kind of interesting. It's got Cerusus, knotweed, Tradescantia, and then a little bit of frogbit, and even a fleck of duckweed in it from the top view. And some of this spills down from above it. There's a begonia and some Mexican petunia that are growing out of a hang-on back filter in a tank next to it, but it's really dominated some of the view of this tank. So even more than the underwater view, this one I kind of appreciate the overwater view, although it does block some of the view. Ooh, there's a big giant tadpole. It looked like a giant catfish compared to this other stuff. It was wild. Yeah, let's get a look down under the water line. There we go. There's a lurker. What we're looking at right now is some Brazilian pennywort, I guess. And I don't see where the tadpole went. Sorry, I'm gonna have to look around. There are more than one. There are several in here that we can observe, but it's an interesting point in their life. So there we go. So there are two of them actually. They're just really interesting to watch right now, and they're surprising to me. These are the first amphibians that have developed in my care, and with any kind of record keeping. So I think it's fascinating. And I also think this is kind of, I don't know, this is just I did ignore this tank for a while because I didn't think it was fun to look at. And I was just looking at it earlier, as described, kind of like this angle. And I'm like, man, that's a cool little ecosystem above the ecosystem. I like it. I dig it. And I guess it was when I started noticing how healthy these were. They've just been ignored for a while, but they're doing really well. And I was surprised by how tall and full and long everything is. Just hadn't paid close enough attention to it. That was my fault. But yeah, I'm digging it. Especially that. It's like tranquility, peace, something happening in a cool way from nature that I didn't really ask for. There was a convict that was peeking at us a moment ago. But yeah, that's what I have to share today. This isn't really a frog tank update. They're doing well. It's just slow. I think they're leopard frogs. We're at gosh, 6 months now. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I'd have to look back. But this spring, my son nabbed some frog eggs from behind my dad's house and had them in a container, and these are them. So yeah, we're growing them out. Otherwise, I do have a playlist that's just frog tank updates if you want to watch the frogs develop. Otherwise, man, this was kind of what I'd call a kind of an outtake video worthiness, but whatever. I'm going to share this with you guys anyway, just because I like looking at this thing, and I think somebody else is going to like looking at this as it is.